at this. All sorts of potions going on here for Halloween with Martin Fisher from Science Central. And you brought Trevor from Wind Down. Good to see you here. See one of your mixologists coming up on Friday, or is it Friday or Saturday?
It's this Friday, yeah. If you're interested in learning about mixology, the science of alcohol, the science of drinks, you'll be able to go ahead and join us for our annual Mixology fundraiser. Now, for those of you that are listening at home, this is important. It's not going to be at Science Central this year. For the first time, we're going to try it off-site. We're going to be at C2G Music Hall, which allowed us to bring in even more mixologists. There you go. There's an image, a graphic design, so you can go ahead and find out the information, the website to go to, the times. It's going to be an absolute blast. And Trevor is one of our professional mixologists.
All right. Do you feel any pressure going into this?
No, I'm really excited.
He's been doing it for years with us.
Yeah, this event was originally how I kind of broke into doing this as a career now. And it started out as something really small, and it's really exciting to see it grow and become something bigger, just as the cocktail scene or restaurant scene in Fort Wayne grows too.
See, now it feels like then you started with him just trying to mix something from the science standpoint, and then got into it like this became your full-time job.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow.
It's all chemistry.
It's all chemistry.
Chemistry of the mixtures, chemistry of taste.
All right, so you have an old-fashioned that you were going to prepare for us here?
Yeah, so I already made the old-fashioned all ready to go, so it's a little easy. I'm just going to pour it in here. And then the fun part is I've got some clear ice that I made. So when it comes to stirring the drink, there's different kinds of ice you can use, but the important part is after I've diluted and chilled the cocktail now, what I want to pour it into in this glass, you can see this big piece of clear ice.
Yeah, now see, look, can we zoom in on that? Yeah, that's one of those
really neat science.
That glass, it looks like glass. It looks like a chunk of glass, not a chunk of ice. You don't have the white little bubbly things that I have in mine. Look at that, you can barely see it now that you
So every time you see white bubbles, or usually you'll see like one side of the cube will have a lot of white on it.
Right.
Usually that's from the ice not freezing from the bottom up. It's going to freeze all at once and go usually to a corner, trap a lot of air and impurities into it. So clear ice is totally dense. It's going to melt a lot slower and provide a much better flavor. You're not going to actually get any flavor into it. So when you're drinking like a nice spirit or a good cocktail, it also looks really great. You can see it through there and see right through the bottom.
That's fantastic.
So you mentioned something that this is great. This is not only the chemistry of drinks, but we're even dealing with physics right now. So when light passes through a material, doesn't matter if it's glass, air, ice, or the drink, when it goes from one material to another, it changes direction. Well, what's happening right now with this clear ice and the drink, that angle where the light is passing through, it's identical. So it makes it look as if there isn't an ice cube in there. The transmission of light is the exact same angle for the cube and for the drink. This is all physics.
Physics you can taste.
Yeah, and by the way, if you're not going to drink this, I'm planning on tasting it.
Well, yeah, I mean,
we were talking about that earlier.
I'm not really sure what the law allows. Yeah, okay, but all right. So, does ice normally freeze from the? I thought it was just from the top.
So it depends on the insulation. So what we use is we take an igloo cooler, and this is kind of a jerry-rigging way of doing it. But we took the top off the cooler. And then when we put this into a freezer, because the cooler is insulated, it's going to allow all the ice to freeze from the bottom up. We pull it out before it's entirely frozen, dump it out, and let all the water drain off, and you'll end up with a very nice chunk of clear ice. And then it's just a lot of cutting and trimming and knifing it down.
So that it fits in the glass.
There we go.
Your typical mold is just going to sit there and it's going to freeze usually into the corner. So by trying to keep the ice insulated while it's freezing, you'll end up with clear ice.
There we go.
See, our attendees this Friday, they're going to be able to learn not only about the science about this, but they'll also be able to learn how they can make these things at home, such as the ice cube we just talked about.
There's a joke about not having the recipe for ice. Apparently, I don't have the recipe for clear ice, at least. We'll be right back. Find out more about mixology coming up Friday with Science Central. Stay right there.